Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here, and I've been fascinated by this whole Elon Musk Twitter thing, and I figured, I don't know, I'm going to give Twitter another shot. Not that I expect anything significant or substantial to change. I don't know. Twitter's kind of been this dead world for me, and I'm starting to get more people pinging me out of nowhere on Twitter, because I think other people are curious too about what's going to happen. So anyway, I'm at GuitarGate on Twitter, and I'm going down my notifications. Matt Gray has a good one. He wants to do a user-based segment called Liftoff for dead shows, where users like hit you with a show and a timestamp and be like, let's showcase this liftoff. That's a good idea. But I'm going down and I'm getting James, David Smith, so many from James and Jason, different David. They all want to see the new Fear and Cowardice track from Big Wreck. And man, for sure, Ian is one of my favorite guitar players I've ever discovered. And I loved having him on the live stream. I guess it was a couple years ago now. I don't even know. But yeah, I would love to see what they're up to. So even though this is an official video, I've been told that it is a live performance. So we're going to make a special exception because I know it's going to be filthy. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. First of all, man, let's bring back heavy music. I love it. This is so filthy. This is in drop C sharp. I'm not going to go and retune my whole guitar, but we're C sharp. Nasty filthy. He's got it, I'm assuming drop, but he's playing slide, so it might be every string might be a different tuning. I don't know. The point is, he's playing slide. You got this heavy C sharp power chord, and you're pushing to the flat 3, but it's slippery. It's slimy. It doesn't quite get there every time. It's like there's little tugs through the 2. It's just nasty. And then of course he's got the searing vocals right on top. I love Ian. Let's go.
Branded sticking around. Well, I never tried to stay among. Well, summer like playing the clown. It's just swallow till your belly's round. You forget to chew, yeah.
So he's definitely in drop C sharp, because you can see he does this little move here, and then you'll see him accentuate with what looks like a D power chord, but of course it sounds like C sharp because everything is in C sharp. But that's such a cool thing to do, is to remember, you can be down here like that, right? But then you still have that upper power chord, so you don't always have to just go low, low, low. There's a low, middle, and a high, but you can still just be playing the root and fifth. And you can get that different texture by just playing the same power chord. Little subtle things that he just does so well.
It's a test so wrong, you play along, and you forget to choose.
And that little move, that to the 4 chord, right? So it sounds like F sharp. Forget about what my guitar looks like. But that little, and a little push into the sharp 4 flat 5, it's just brutal.
It's so wrong, you play along, and you forget to choose.
So heavy and so simple. I love that break. Make it major, right?
So what do you tell yourself? It's hard
good.
Words that stuck, your brain didn't stick in around.
You see that little move I'm talking about? Watch it. You slide and go and grab the higher power chord. I loved the major modulation in that chorus. It's so few bands do that, where it's like you have this heavy, heavy, heavy thing, or this really pretty, pretty beautiful thing, and usually each one of those is its own song. It's becoming more and more rare to find bands that mix those two this well. So that really stood out. But just the heavy riff is just crushing me right now. I want all of it.
Your brain didn't stick in around. At the altar of the mighty book, you wonder what's keeping you down. As you swallow till your belly's round, you forget to chew, yeah. And it feels so wrong. You
Simple fill, but perfect.
You know you get to choose, yeah. So what are you running from? You're not getting away. Fear and cowardice here, and now I know you made it. So what do you tell yourself? It's hard to explain. Fear and cowardice here, and now it's made it.
It's so wild because you're not just modulating to, or you're not going to like its relative major, if you will. So C sharp minor, which is what we've been grooving in, its relative major, 6/7 root, would be E major. So that would be a typical way to do it. No, screw that. We've been just riffing in C sharp minor, and then all of a sudden, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna make it C sharp major, just because. We've been giving you E's all morning, right? And out of nowhere, oh, you get an F. I know, E sharp if you're being inharmonically correct, because it's got to be a C something, E something, G something, right? But out of nowhere, and then your progression switches to 1, flat 7, 4, and then flat 6 major, right? A major, flat 7, 1 again. All major chords. Like, if it sounds good, it is good. And it's such a, it really takes the ear on a journey, considering from where you came with that sludge, that slide sludge riff. Super cool. Love it. Yeah, bass. Bass sounds amazing. Not as amazing as that guitar sound. Bring in the second guitar.
So what are you running from?
Dude, and then with the staggered major harmonies right after that, dude, it's so filthy. We're gonna watch some of this, listen to some of this lead again. I know you can't like really see his hands. Clearly, he's staying in the neighborhood of C sharp minor. But dude, what stands out to me is his tone and his touch and his phrasing. It just is perfect, and not too perfect. It's perfect in the sense it's still really dangerous, and you have no idea what could happen, right? It's not a safe lead approach by any stretch of the imagination, but it's so articulate. And his tone, I mean, seriously, he might have the best lead guitar tone, period, in the game for this style. Seriously, put it in the comments. Who do you think? And seriously, be objective, okay? Like, think about it. Who sounds better than this? I mean, seriously, who sounds better than that? So where are we? We're in C sharp minor. Hanging on that 9. This is something I want you all to do. When you're learning, and I'm not going to learn the whole solo here because I don't want this video to be 48 minutes, but I will check it out after this video. When you hear a note that stands out and you're like, ooh, that must be something. Figure out what that something is and put it in your lick bag, right? He's got all this crazy motion going on. And then out of nowhere, flat 3, 2 and 9. Right there. What is the 9? 5th of your 5 chord. Doesn't always have to be that. But that's what stands out. It gives you that feeling of, oh man, we're gonna start to go home. We're gonna start to go somewhere. Like it gives, even though you're not playing the third that goes with it, which would be right, that leading tone. It still gives it that sense of, ooh, there's a dominant vibe happening, just sprinkling. So in your playing, just remember that you can burn. Wherever you want, but just know that try landing on that 9 like that. You can have 1,000 notes, and that is the one that you're like, ooh, something happened there. Learn what happened there and put words to it. Love the doubles. So that's just flat 7 going to the 1. Hit it. Flat 7, 5. Push the 4 into the flat 5. Back down. Flat 3. That run. Is he doubling it? I love these runs like this where like you hit the note and then you either slide or bend to it. And then right off the, I don't know exactly what he's doing. Yeah, something like that. There's a 4, but now it's just a power chord and that little into the flat 5. Where are we? I don't know. And then that. Ooh! That's what I'm talking about. You see, you hear how articulate that is, but it's so dangerous. It's so nasty, but it's so clean too. That's what I mean about perfect, but not too perfect. Squeal. So good. It's so good. Yeah, we're watching that fill again. I love this drummer. I love the simplicity in the breaks, that there's so many of the breaks where it's just bam, and you got it. The simple one-handed tom fills, and then you save this.
And cowardice here and now and then. So why do you tell yourself that you don't understand? Fear and cowardice here and now and it's so what are you running from? You're not getting away. Fear and cowardice here and now and they made it. So what do you tell yourself? It's hard to explain.
Love that bass run.
Cowardice here and now and it's made
Slide that ball. Yes, yes. That little thing. That little. And then. Okay. Seriously, I want you to jump in the comments here. I might even make this the title of this video. I don't know. Is there anybody that really in this genre, any genre, but especially like this, is there anybody that really sounds better than Ian Thornley? Think about it. I'm going with no. I honestly don't think so. Like, playing aside, songwriting aside, maybe you don't, maybe it's not your thing. I don't know how it wouldn't be, but like, the sound is phenomenal. The articulation that's still so swampy and nasty, and I keep using the word dangerous, but that's the word, man. That's the word. I like my guitar playing to be fearless and dangerous and not safe. He does that, but it's also so articulate and pristine, and the tone is just, I mean, I think it's he's got the nastiest guitar tone in the game right now. Fight me. It's true. And then as far as the songwriting, you know, I'm such a sucker for the heavy stuff. I love that it goes just from parallel major to minor. Like, no, we're super swampy, you know, just drop C sharp minor with this nasty slide riff, you know, that's pushing into the flat 3, pushing into the flat 5, just disgusting. And then we just get this nice bright 1 flat 7 4 major chorus, still in C sharp. I love it. I just love it. Of all the bands I've found in this journey the past few years doing these videos, a Big Wreck is very high on the list. Top 2 or 3 for sure that I must see them in person. Anyway, that's it. So who sent me this on Twitter? David Smith, and there was another David. Bunch of people jumped in here. Thank you. Hit me up on Twitter at GuitarGate. Maybe I'll do something. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Know that I love you. Take care out there. And as always, my little pitch, if you'd like to join what I consider to be the coolest, safest, most welcoming guitar community on the internet, it's the first link in the description. It's called GuitarGate. You get all my lessons. You get all my courses. You get the private Discord, the whole inner circle thing, and it's really just about sharing music, working on music, and motivating and inspiring each other to keep this thing in our hands and try and just get a little bit better every day. So if that's something you dig, hit the button. I'll see you over there. Cheers. Man, it's always a good day when we get to listen to some Ian Thornley.